Hi guys. I think some of you have probably been waiting for this video, and I'm going to go over this as quickly as I can because I wanted to give you guys my honest opinion in 45 years of fishing. For those of you who are looking to get into fishing or to up your fishing game, I wanted to give you my honest opinion. I'm giving you guys the truth. And if you want to cut through all the BS and get something for your money that is going to serve you for life, I'm going to tell you guys what that product is. Rarely do I buy something that's already pre-paired up, meaning you buy a pole that's already got a reel on it. Typically I buy my pole and my reel separate. If I buy a pole, it comes like this. There's no reel on it. So I get the type of rod I want, and then I buy the type of reel that I want that pairs up with the rod. Now, if you don't know what you're doing when it comes to stuff like that, you're best to get a combo right from the factory, because they will put a reel on it that is for the rod. I know the difference in rods and reels to where I can do it myself, but for an amateur, that would probably be a good way for you to go. I have had so many rods in my lifetime and reels to where there is one make, only one, that I would trust in a survival situation. After owning so many different rods and reels and had different ones fail eventually, I would always go back to the old standby because it's the only make that I have found that has been reliable, well made, and I could trust it. And to this day, it still has not given me one problem. Not one. So out of all the rods and reels that I've had, what is the brand that I would buy with absolute 100% confidence that I was getting every penny of worth for what I was buying? Well, that, my friends, would be Shimano. This is a Shimano Sedona anti-reverse fluid-driven reel, and this is a Shimano Stimula rod. It's a two-piece, 6.5 foot rod paired up with the Shimano reel. Shimano has always proven to me to be quality, reliable. This pole right here is over 30 years old, and it's still my go-to pole. Out of all the rods and reels that I own, if it comes to a survival situation, this is the one I would grab. This is the one that would go with me out there. This one here is an Avid Garcia paired up with a Shakespeare. This is the Sigma titanium rod, cork handle grip. I like poles that have cork handle grips on them. You'll notice that all my poles have cork handle grips. See? They have cork on them. It's just comfortable in the hand. Same thing with the Renegade Trout series, cork handle grip. But the Shimano, in my honest opinion, and like I said, 45 years of fishing, nothing has ever outperformed a Shimano rod or a Shimano reel. They have been the best. And I have put stuff through the test, you guys, like you would not believe. I'm also going to be doing a video later on to talk about why a system like this is a great system to have. And I'm going to go in depth about it. I'm going to show you what I got in here. It's the case that I carry my B&M rod in. It's a very small, short fishing pole. You can see how short it is. And it's paired up with the Daiwa Legalis LT 1000D anti-reverse fluid-driven reel. Very nice reel. It's a small reel. This rig right here is for very tight places to get into on a very small trout stream to catch trout. This rod right here, the action is medium light. It's 5.5 feet long, and it's a two-piece, and it can take between 4 and 8 pound test line. And I will talk about the difference, the pros and cons between a two-piece rod that breaks down like this. Same thing with the Trout Renegade. It's a 2-piece rod versus a 1-piece rod. There's several different pros and cons when it comes to that. So I'm a huge fan of 3 makes of reels, and that is Shimano, Daiwa, and Pflueger. They can keep all the rest. But when it comes to poles, I have never had one outperform a Shimano. That's just my honest opinion, you guys. So if you want to take it from me, Shimano is the way to go. But I will be covering why this is a good system to have. Because I bought the rod and the reel separate, and at the same store I bought this case separate. And so basically it's like a survival kit, because in here I can keep all kinds of stuff for fishing, as well as small divider boxes as tackle boxes. And I'll get more in depth with this system in another video. I just wanted to let you guys know, out of all the fishing rods and reels sold on the market today that you could buy online or in person in a store, the only one that I would trust is Shimano. They make other products in the fishing line as well. Shimano has always been reliable, dependable, well built, and I've never had a Shimano product break. Whether it be the reel or the rod, I've never had one break. Like I said, this one is over 30 years old, and it still performs as great as the day I bought it. I would not ever be without that pole. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking about going out and buying the latest one on the market, because they brought it back, and it's a 1-piece, and I'm thinking about getting it. I'm on the fence with it right now because I really don't need fishing gear, but because Shimano you may not be able to get them here in the future with the way the world's getting, I think I'd like to have a second one. So I am thinking, because I've only got one Shimano rod and reel, but I am thinking about buying a second one. So there you guys go. Out of all the fishing poles and reels out there, Shimano is my #1 most favorite, most reliable rod and reel that I would not ever hesitate on buying anywhere. You have a Shimano, you'll have a fishing rig that will last you your life. Thanks for watching, you guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.